Hello everyone, I'm Indrajit Tanradharanapana. This is my presentation Global Tourism and Hospitality Future in 2030. In this slide, before moving mega trend, let's see what is the trend. A trend is defined as important pattern of social, environmental and economic activity that will pay out in the future. Megatrend are the large shift that in environmental, social, and economic factors that important people lives. Megatrend may be encourage consideration of governance frameworks, corporate process, and social system. Megatrend overlap many trends. The future of tourism will be impacted by large scale social, economic, political, environmental, and technological changes, bringing new and often unseen challenges, threats, and opportunities. Future tourist growth will be affected by economic growth and affordability, easy to access event, culture, globalization, competition, and climate. Let's talk about prosperity and affordability in this slide. Future Foundation research shows that people think of vacation as the most luxurious product. They want to go to vacation more than they want to stay at houses, fast cars, expensive perfumes, and designer clothes. People want to go on vacation because they are doing well and can afford. Real earnings have increased in the previous 20 years, bringing prosperity, while prices have fallen, making item more accessibility. Consumers gain greater value when income growth and pricing decrease. In the next 20 years, the middle class will increase in China, India, and Eastern Europe. There will be future tourists. In this slide, we are talking about events. Due to the worldwide growth of tourism attraction, more people are exposed to and affected by sporting and environmental events. These events may take place anywhere in the world. Responses in negative event decide much. Housing significant international event like Olympics and World Cup of football increases tourism. Culture event like Edinburgh International Festival and Hajj and Saudi Arabia may change town social cachet via event-based marketing. Culture is becoming more and more important as a reason to go somewhere. The cultural capital of place is the total amount of knowledge, attitude, perception, skill, and tastes about the art, sports, and traditional of that place. Culture and history are one of the 6 parts of the country's brand, which is key indicator of whether or not people want to visit the travel there. Globalization and localization are two phenomena that are occurring simultaneously yet seems to be opposition to one another. The world is becoming more and more divided between what is considered macro and what is considered micro. Even nation is inextricably linked to economy of the world, and there is no way for any nation that's successful if it is not does not participate in all of the main established and rising markets. People are going to invert to their own identities as the response to globalization and economies and cultures. Because of the openness of the global economy, tourists now have access to wider variety of options, and because there is more competition, price have come down. In this slide we are talking about climate change impacts are most heavily felt by the world poorest people. Tourism is both the vector and victims of climate change. That climate shapes a destination tourism products is obvious. The travel industry for older persons is expected to see significant growth, and infrastructure and support services may need to be adapted to match the growing demand. Simultaneously, millennials and Generation Z will be essential travel consumer groups up to the year 2040. Changes in these demographic groups, each of which has highly distinctive taste toward the travel, will give the rise to a variety of demands of public policy and tourism sector. To fulfill the projected demand and evolving standard of the visitor, states must evaluate a number of issues related with the anticipated rise of domestic international tourism and the devise suitable remedies. This will the essential distribution advantages of regional and local community, while also ensuring that they continue to encourage growing tourism. Tourism is a significant contributor to energy consumption and greenhouse gas emission. In addition, it's led to use the fresh water to land, environmental damage, unsustainable food consumption. Tourism can increase environmental awareness, support to the protection of natural sites, and boost their economic value and results. Um, Tourism may play a significant role in accelerating the tourism transiting a low carbon resource efficient economy due to its interconnections and strong ties of multiple industry. Even little change will be have significant effects. Tourism can make a sustainable contribution to 2030 agenda for sustainable development by mainstreaming resources efficient sustainable consumption and production habits. In this slide, the use of mobile devices planned to enjoy travel by visitors continues to evolve. The industry is undergoing digital transformation, and prior shared and used platform will likely continue to generate new markets and business model. The 7 most important technological solution of tourism industry include mobile technology, augmented reality AR, and internet and things, virtual assistant, big data, blockchain, and 5G wireless network. Automation and machine learning may affect to tourism industry workforce, and technology is transforming the consumer fact the tourism several industries. ICT have changed tourism value chain and SME perspective. Government may rethink how visitors perceive their nation and how people might use supporting technology. They challenge extending operators and present policy problem in the employment, consumer protection, policy, taxes, and the regulation. Policymakers must assess demand and supply side influences on the tourism industry and how suggest the remedies alongside key stakeholders. Government and companies find it difficult to respond to technological change. Travel and mobility, while promoting ecologically friendly tourism growth and protecting enhancing broader integrity and security. For example, they may be needed for more consistency and harmony among the several international standard governing safety and security, as well as the international transportation to accomplish international emission reduction application and or sustainable development objectives. Countries may impose limitation of incoming such as visa restriction, no outgoing such as carbon footprint limits, mandated carbon offsetting travel. These restriction or limit may be include carbon footprint limited to mandatory carbon offsetting, limited and integrated transportation network and multimodal hubs will become more significant in the future. These hubs provide change in increased connectivity to international and regional, promote their environmental friendly transportation alternative, and provide seamless travel solution. This is end of my presentation. Thank you.